And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Okay, today's river breakup charts. No watches, warnings, or advisories out for ice jam flooding or snowmelt flooding anywhere around the state. You can see the Kuskokwim River now open all the way out to the delta, and the Yukon River here doing a slow dissolve here. Still solid ice out over the Yukon Delta there toward the end. And up here, the Kobuk River has some open areas on the upper end. And the NOAA River, a couple of stretches of some open ice here, and those will continue to do a slow dissolve over the next several days. North Slope rivers, still solid ice. From there, looking at satellite imagery, low pressure here over the northern Bering Sea, pushing a front and some moisture, and light precipitation into the southwest interior. Some light snow around St. Lawrence Island, western Seward Peninsula area with light amounts of precipitation here down to the Alaska Peninsula there and the eastern Aleutians. A break over the central Aleutians around Adak and Atka, and the Cirrus Shield with the next system starting to come onto the chart there last few frames. Otherwise, we've got system here pushing mostly south of the Panhandle, and a little bit of moisture there. Scattered showers today over the southeast coastal areas up to the North Gulf Coast as well. Areas of clearing with showers developing over the mountainous terrain here, especially the Alaska Range, White Mountains there north of Fairbanks, and some moisture here in the central interior. On the chart today, we've got high pressure up there along the Arctic coast for light wind conditions and mostly cloudy skies there, but dry. And again, scattered showers developing in the afternoon, mostly over the mountainous terrain here, the southeast interior areas, partly sunny skies otherwise. And this system here off the Queen Charlotte's had some isolated showers mostly over toward the border today. A few scattered showers up around Yakutat, northern coast of the Panhandle. Dry for Kodiak Island. Out to the west, this front here, most of the moisture still off the coast here, and mostly in the form of rain for the Alaska Peninsula and eastern Aleutians, with mostly snow here in the northern portion in the cold air up over the Russian Far East there. Mixed precipitation with the Pribilof Islands, dry under high pressure out to the west. For tonight, next system begins to edge some moisture eastward there, possibly reaching Chimney-Attu by morning. Otherwise, low pressure and the front pushes some precipitation in the form of rain or snow here along the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta coastline, definitely for Nunivak Island. Wet conditions for the Pribilofs, and also periods of rain pushing into Bristol Bay, Alaska Peninsula, changing to showers over the eastern Aleutians with dry conditions, central Aleutian areas. Mostly dry, kind of a quiet overnight period tonight from the Arctic coast here all the way down into the Gulf of Alaska, as well as the southeast coast. Kind of a pretty typical May overnight period here. Just some isolated showers, partly mostly sunny skies. Winds on the light side. For tomorrow, this front will begin to spread some moisture and increase in the clouds here into south central Alaska, with best chance of rain western Prince William Sound down across the southern Kenai Peninsula, Kachemak, Kamishak Bay, in other words, southern Cook Inlet. Periods of rain for Kodiak Island, and a cloudy, wet day here for the Bristol Bay area, that low pressure center just west of Cape Newenham. And a lot of showers for the Alaska Peninsula, some gusty west winds, maybe up to 30 miles an hour, scattering out and improving for the eastern Aleutians. Partly sunny skies with a few showers around in the afternoon for the southeast coast. Partly to mostly sunny over the interior here, all the way up to the Arctic coast. And that front weakening, not too strong there, pushing some rain into the western Aleutians. And for the day on Sunday, system gets a little bit better organized here. The warm front spreading rain eastward to about Adak and Atka, and extending back for some periods of rain and fog all the way to Chimney-Attu. Eastern Bering Sea, not too bad. Light winds, fair amount of clearing in some areas, maybe the eastern Aleutians, possibly sun for the Pribilofs. Just some isolated showers lingering, mostly off the coast here, the southwest coast. Dry over the inland areas with partly sunny skies. Partly sunny for Cook Inlet, Matanuska, Susitna Valley. Probably better chance of showers there in the Matanuska Valley than the Susitna Valley here. And periods of light rain or showers from the eastern Alaska Range, or maybe the 40-mile country here southward into the North Gulf Coast. And this front, as you can see, pushes rain right into the Panhandle, especially over the northern areas throughout the day, with increasing chances of rain down to the south and southeast in the afternoon hours. Lows tonight down that way, upper 30s to lower 40s. Upper 30s to lower 40s here for the interior as well. Lower 30s out to the west. Mid-20s St. Lawrence Island. In the 20s for the North Slope Arctic coast into the Brooks Range. And for the highs tomorrow, into the 60s, 60 to 70 for the eastern interior here north of the Alaska Range, south of the Brooks Range. Near 60 as you head west, and then into the 50s and eventually into the 40s out toward the Bering Sea coast. High right around freezing for St. Lawrence Island. 40s for the southwest interior, and 40s to, or actually in the 50s here for south central Alaska. Copper River Basin, mid-60s there around Golcana, Glen Ellen, maybe May Creek and Kennecott. 50s for the Panhandle. Lows in the 40s for the southeast coast. 30s and 40s here, southern Alaska, mostly in the 40s for the mid and upper Tanana Valley areas, but 20s again for the North Slope and the Arctic coast. Mid-20s St. Lawrence Island, lower 30s Pribilofs, upper 30s for the Aleutians. And then the highs for Sunday afternoon, not too bad, 65 to 72 over the central and eastern part of the state and toward the Yukon. 55 to 60 south central Alaska, especially the Susitna Valley. Lower 50s, places like Kenai, Anchor Point, and Homer. Near 50 for Kodiak Island. Upper 40s to near 50 for Bristol Bay. Mostly in the 50s for the southeast coast.